Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today we are going to talk about delay. Uh, so we're going to use Ableton's plugin to demonstrate delay, and Ableton's new Live 10, Live 11, I think so, has this plugin for delay. They used to have multiple delay plugins, and they, I think so, clubbed them into just one plugin, which makes our jobs very easy. So okay, so let's this is one sample which we are going to use. Just let's hear the sample once. So it's a recursive loop. Okay, so let's turn some delay on it and just hear it with delay. So delay is basically that phenomena of like the sound basically delaying, or there's a lot of offset of the sound happening, echo of the sound happening, you can say. So there's that delay signal which is there. So this is without the delay signal, this is with the delay signal. So okay, so you know how delay sounds, so I'm just going to go through all of these knobs and tell you what exactly they do. So the left right is the input signal, the left signal and the right signal. So these are the delay modes. So there are two delay modes. There is one which is time delay mode, which is you can set the delay time in terms of time, and then there's this sync one. We'll be using the sync one basically. So the sync one is like how do you want to have the delay mode in. So it can be in your 2 notes, 4 notes, 6th note, 1/16th notes. So you can select the time, how division do you want to do it, and then there's this stereo link, which basically do you want those two channels to be linked together. So you can change the timing over here, and that will change the sound a bit. Do you notice something? Do you notice one sound which comes in when I change the signal? Basically, when I change the beat mode, the beat interval or whatever, is basically there's this repitching which is happening. So that is done by this repitch model. So it's the behavior of the mode, which when you change the delay time, you can change the basically how it's changing. So when you change the delay time over here, the repitch is basically pitching the sound a bit to when the change occurs. So that's interesting. There's automation which you can do on this. So you want from it to go from one this to another, and you can automate that beat division. But so then there's this fade option in the mode. Fade basically fades from one thing to another, one beat division basically delay time to another. There's this fade happening, and the third one is the jump. Jump basically directly jumps from one thing to another. Okay, then there's this delay offset which you can do. So you can offset it by fractional amounts to create a kind of a groove or a swing in a way. So we can offset it however you want, and so there's a lot of offset which has happened. We'll turn it down again back. So this is offset, And then there's this feedback. Feedback is how much feedback do you want it to go, basically the output signal to go back into the input. That's called the feedback. Then there is this EQ cut, which helps us to cut the signal. Where do you want the signal to act upon? And you can choose which frequencies do you want the delay to have in. So you're now just playing with the high frequencies, so you can hear that. So there's delay only on the low frequencies now. On the high frequencies. Then there's this ping pong delay. Ping pong delay is basically the signal jumps from the left to the right, and it's not one constant input. And when you turn on ping pong, the signal will jump from the left to the right. So it's stereo in a way. Not even stereo, you could say it's ping. It's just like alternating between left to right, left to right. Yeah. Then there's this modulation. Modulation is basically at this rate or any rate you want. You can modulate the filter a bit, you can modulate the time. So I will do it with the filter first. And then there's this time modulation which you can do. So this is the modulator. Changes the sound a lot, but whenever you're doing such things, you would rather do it very subtly and not in much basically not much, because you want it to listen to the context of the mix. In your dry wet also would be very subtle, your feedback would be very subtle. So you can hear the filter and the time modulating. And the final thing is the freeze. Freeze basically causes the delay signal to endlessly loop, so that and you can play over it, and it basically freezes itself, so you would hear something like this. So the delay signal is now just looping, and you turn it off. So yeah, this is the delay plugin, and there are a lot of stuff you can do with it, but this is the basic overview of the plugin which I wanted to give to you guys. Have fun with it and just check it out. I would in the context of the mix it should sound good, so apply slight delay to your synths, and you can make them a little lively, I guess. I think so. That's about it for this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, start joining our Discord, and that's about it. So see you in the next video. Take care.